Evening and welcome to all the students preparing for CSIR June 2023 onwards and WB set 2023 onwards. As we all know, CSIR exam is scheduled in first week of June. So we from the team of Step Up Bengal welcome all of you for the preparation of these kinds of exams. Now the problem comes what we should discuss today. We are continuing with classical mechanics and in which lecture 1 to 9 were given earlier. 1 থেকে 9 আগেই তোমাদের দেয়া হয়ে গেছে। এবার আমরা 10th, now we come to lecture 10 on classical mechanics. We are just discussing in the previous lectures Lagrangian formulation. What was Lagrangian function? L. That was a function on qi, that means coordinate, qi dot, that means velocity, and t. This was generalized coordinate. I am writing it in brief. Generalized coordinates. This was generalized velocity, and this is obviously time. So in the exam we often see questions have been asked to form just L, that is T minus V. What was T? T was kinetic energy and V was potential energy. Now if as we can see in the previous problem of CSIR December 2016, 3-mark question, single choice question, we call it as single choice question. Total 25 into 3, that means 75 marks are allotted on CSIR on single choice questions. From those 25 we have one question every year on classical mechanics. So if you put just few minutes, say 7 to 8 minutes a day, then we can easily prepare for that easy 3 marks. People from maths background often do not like to give time on classical mechanics, and for that simple question like this are often not taken into consideration of their number sheet. So we from the team of Step Up Bengal request all of you to give say 7 to 8 minutes per day so that you can answer this type of question easily. সবাই এটা ইজিলি করে ফেলতে পারো। So when the what is the problem? A bead slides without friction. This term is important, but here it will play not much important role, because in frictionless, that means frictionless, meaning under gravity it is sliding on a frictionless shape of cycloid. Now frictionless means where potential energy and kinetic energy, their sum is constant, because in frictionless we will later see in our lectures that in frictionless plane we have conservative system, and in conservative system t plus v is constant. But in this problem we should not bother about it. We should just form the Lagrangian function, that means L, that is t minus v. What was t? Kinetic energy. And what was v? Potential energy. Just see the previous lectures carefully and you will learn all about this. Now the question comes about this particular curve, that is called cycloid. This cycloid curve is called Helen of curves. As you all know from Iliad, that Helen was the matter of contention. তাকে নিয়ে ঝগড়া হতো মহাকাব্যের মধ্যে, যেটা হোমারের, just if we go through in our childhood time Homer and his Iliad Odyssey, then we can say easily Helen. Helen was the matter of contention. People like to just quarrel among each other on Helen. So this particular curve, cycloid, it is called Helen of curves. As in the 17th century, mathematicians mathematicians often often argue, নিজেদের মধ্যে তর্ক করত among each other on this curve. This curve is very much important. Now we will see how this curve is formed. See here. If a circle is just rolling, if a circle is just rolling like this, then this curve is formed. Just rolling. As it comes here or previously here. Just if it starts rolling, then this type of curve is formed. It has infinite branches because it was rolling previously and it will rolling afterwards. And its equation, if this is considered at x-axis, so a circle, if it is rolling, then the point on its circumference will ultimately form this type of curves. This point, this point, these points will form this simple curve, cycloid. But it is not as simple for the point of view of its properties, so it was called Helen of curves. Just concentrate on the problem now. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and a point is here, say pxy. So obviously this is x, this is y. When the vertex, it is the vertex, say v1 is vertex of the curve. So when the vertex of the curves upwards, then we have its equation as x equal to a into theta minus sine theta and y equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. But in physical problems, we often see the just opposite of this curve. That means the formation of this curve is just opposite to what we have seen earlier. Here also this is y-axis, this is x-axis, no doubt about it, but the curve is reversed, just like this. The curve is reversed, so this is cycloid, and in that case its equation what will be, it is given in our question. Here also, look at the beautiful fact that y-axis is taken by convention vertically upwards in both the cases. So the potential energy V, that will be mgy, and here we should use positive sign because y-axis is taken vertically upwards. We have mentioned in our previous lectures that for vertical upwards measurement of y or z-axis, whatever it may be, we always take V as positive mgy. Now y is given. Now we will see what is x and y. This is x is given as a into theta minus sine theta, and y is given as a into 1 plus cos theta. So this will be written for this particle p xy. So what is x? A into theta minus sine theta. And what is y? Y equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. Here theta is a parameter. So it is called parametric equation of curves. As you all know in your UG classes, that this theta is a parameter. So this is parametric equation of the curve. Now this is the equation. This particular point p xy, where xy are given in this format. No need to panic about the curve here. Actually they will give you in the exam when they will form the question of physics. That means from classical mechanics, especially in CSIR or WB set or any other state set exams, etc. Now here V is mgy. So what is mg? Mg will be unchanged. What is y? A into 1 plus cos theta. Now what was our L? Look at that here. L was T minus V. So if you just form L equal to T minus V, V means mg A into 1 plus cos theta. If we just put here, first first of all, in this type of problems we would like to calculate potential energy first, because we have seen in the previous lecture that there was no need to calculate kinetic energy, because in all the options potential energy was given in different forms, so only one form will match with our answers. So here if we consider this V as this, then look at the beauty, 1 plus cos theta. So in the bracket where 1 minus cos theta, that means this option, these options, this is this one, because it is minus sign, so this is eliminated. Also the plus sign here, plus sign mga, that is also eliminated, because we have to know, look at the beauty here, they have given the curve, but not mentioning the fact that whether y-axis is vertically upwards or downwards. That is the important point. But if we just go to the chapter curve tracing, or well-known properties of curve, that is called curve tracing, in UG syllabus of maths, then we can easily see that y-axis is conventionally taken as in the positive direction. Here this y-axis, and here is this is x-axis. So y-axis is positive, that means kinetic energy here will take positive sign. So when there is T minus V, L equal to T minus V format, we should not have plus sign here. So these two options are already eliminated. Now we have the confusion between these two options. Here the options are very similar. So from potential energy alone, we cannot say anything about this single choice question. We have to calculate this kinetic energy part. Now take a look at the fact. Kinetic energy, whenever you have parametric equation, first try to calculate x dot. What is x dot? A is common, so here theta will take theta dot, and sine theta will be cos theta into theta dot. Clear? Now a theta dot will be common, we have 1 minus cos theta. In this type of problem, first of all calculate x dot and y dot. What is y dot? Y dot will be minus a sine theta, and the derivative of theta with respect to time is theta dot. Now comes the expression of kinetic energy, T. That T will be half into m into x dot square plus y dot square, equal to half into m x dot square. Look at the fact, x in x dot square and y dot square, a theta dot is common, so we can take it outside as a square theta dot square, and inside we have 1 minus cos theta whole square plus 1. So ultimately this will take the form half into m into a square into theta dot square. Here we will have 1 minus 2 cos theta plus cos square theta plus cos square theta. Here 1 minus cos theta, this was sine theta was there. So just take a calculation point of view, we have to just redefine it. Actually that is given sine theta. So here cos square theta plus sine square theta will be there. Sorry for the mistake. Equal to half into m a square theta dot square. This here we will get 1, and this is 1, this 1 and 1 2, and here this is 2, so 2 will be taken outside. We have 1 minus cos theta, these 2 will be eliminated, so kinetic energy will be m square theta dot square 1 minus cos theta. So if we just put here m square theta dot square into 1 minus cos theta, and this potential energy we have already discussed. Now we'll see what option will match with this. Just take a look. Here 1 plus cos theta, here it is minus sign, so this is eliminated, this is eliminated, this is eliminated. Obviously this one is the answer, because in the kinetic energy portion we have see minus sign inside, and we have already done minus sign. So this is the solution of the problem. It will be solved in 2 to 3 minutes, obviously, as I have previously mentioned in the previous videos. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, share and like so that we can improve every time. And you are requested to revisit all the previous lecture, that means L1 to L9 of classical mechanics, to have good idea about this. Otherwise these problems are very simple, no need to panic. Even people from pure maths background can easily solve if they minutely follow the all the videos given in the channels L1 to L9 lecture. So this problem is solved. Now we come to the next problem. This is WB set 2022. Here the configuration: a particle of mass m slides down without friction. Again also we will later in the video lecture discuss what is the beauty of frictionless plane or space, especially frictionless plane. But here there is no need to panic about that. In the xz plane under the action of constant gravity, so mg is spoken about. Suppose the z axis vertically upwards. This is important. Here they have given z axis as vertically upwards. So xz plane, this is obviously then x and this is z. এটা অবশ্যই তাহলে x হবে আর এটা z হবে। এখন পার্টিকেলটা এভাবে স্লাইড করছে, দ্য পার্টিকেল ইজ স্লাইডিং ডাউন, হেয়ার সে ইট ইজ অ্যাট পি এক্স জেড পজিশন, সো দিস উইল বি ইটস জেড অ্যান্ড দিস ইজ এক্স, just as in xy plane they have just changed the notation by z, and z is given. So they have again spoken about Lagrangian of motion, that means L equal to t minus v. Obviously first of all just put v here. V will be mgz, and since again z axis vertically upward, so mgz, that means v equal to mgz, always plus sign in front. This is the beauty. If z axis was measured vertically downwards, we generally take negative sign. CSIR put heavy stress on these two facts. Just be careful about that. Again I am saying, upward or downward, what they have mentioned will be extremely critical to handle all the problems. And finally t, what will be t? Half m into x dot square plus z dot square minus mgz. What is z? Z is already given, half m x dot square plus z dot square minus mg. Z is given here, z is given as z equal to 1 plus x square by 2, so 1 plus x square by 2. Now we will see how many options are eliminated through this portion. Just take a look how many options are eliminated through this portion. Minus mg 1 plus x square by 2, here this is plus sign, so this is eliminated. Here also mg 1 plus x square, mg 1 plus x square by 2, so these three are equivalent. So we can only conclude when we have done potential kinetic energy, sorry, when we have calculated kinetic energies here, that is same here, but this option is eliminated. So we have to just think about a, c and d, because this is also already eliminated. So answer, just take a look at t equal to this portion. So as I have said, x dot is given, just calculate z dot equal to in fact z equal to 1 plus x square by 2. So what will be z dot equal to 2x x dot by 2, 2 will be eliminated, so this will be clearly x dot. Now if you just put here half into m into x dot square plus x square into x dot square, this portion is already done because it is similar in all the problems, so no need to bother about it. Equal to, just take x dot square common, so half m x dot square common, and finally we will get 1 plus x square. In which option it is given like this, half m x dot square 1 plus x square? Here it is not like that, not like that, so c and d will be eliminated. Obviously a will be its answer. So very simple problem. We hope that all of you have understood what we have done today. This particular problem is extremely critical, important and simple, and this is also simple, but just take a look at the fact that whether this vertical axis z or y or say any other u axis, whether it is given vertically downwards or upwards, that will be the key factor. Because if it is vertically downwards, this measurement, then only change will be in the potential energy. For detailed discussion, please see previous videos, and if you just like this video, then please share among the ones who are really preparing hard for the upcoming exams. So we are hopeful that any suggestions from your end will improve our work in future. So until then, goodbye.